Welcome to another Trackmania Turbo Trackmaster tutorial. This one is for number 13, and this is the one I featured in my Farther Impressions video as the background thing. I don't really know what that's called, footage I guess, kind of. I don't know, whatever that's called, that's what it was, but none of that actually featured the exact lap that I had the best time in, so here's a tutorial of it. And y'all might have got the gist if you paid attention to the background stuff there, but this is the exact. And this one is actually probably the overall hardest one so far, so it's pretty good to get the exact for this one. It's not the easiest in the world, but the numbers are slightly getting higher, so that's sort of how it should be. Start off, it is easy apex. You don't even really have to worry about going wide too much there because it's an immediate jump. Just get stable for the jump and you're good. This is where it gets kind of tricky because, as I said in the Farther Impressions video, once you start dealing with a lot of different terrains, bad things happen. On this grass, this first jump isn't too bad. If you start it off straight, you're generally good to land it straight and continue straight. So pretty much no controller movements here if you don't need to. If you get it straight, just stay straight and go with it. Though for this next jump, it's kind of luck, honestly. I'm probably going to be saying that a lot in this series from now on. I took the jump as straight as I ever did, and I still kind of landed like nose down and a little bit sideways. And I just corrected it the best I could where I'm going a little bit that way. Actually, at this point, was behind my own ghost here, but honestly, that jump's pretty random. That's not really going to be where you make or break your time because it's pretty random. As long as you stay straight for it and land in a way that you don't really lose all that much speed, even though if you're a little bit off in your angle, just keep going. That's not really going to be what makes or breaks your lap. But you might also completely spin out and then you have to restart. So if that happens, just restart. You know about just how the car reacts. That's just plain and simple there. There's not that much more that can be done. But for the next turn, though, there is a bit more that can be done. That little hop there is no big deal. But for this, it's racing line, actually. This is, again, where the game kind of more simulator out and out. Start as wide as possible. Go in as narrow as possible. And then that will carry you the most speed. You naturally go out some. You don't even really need to go out all the way. Just because naturally you're not carrying enough speed to. And then after that, you're good for a bit. Just full throttle, keep your car stable to the point of where you get to that little jump there. And then you're good for the water. Again, it's kind of random. Different terrains do different things. I swear sometimes I go like 0.2 of a second slower for that little water path some than others. As far as I can tell, if you're a little bit to the right, but not much, and you keep it straight, you're good. That's the best I've been able to do it, I think, but I swear I've done that exact same thing and been slower for there. That will make or break your lap more than that first bit if you don't wreck it, because that's a little bit more random than that first jump, but the main part of the lap was that turn, the out and out turn. If you get that right, you're probably going to be good, but there are some variables in there that there isn't all that much that can be done about it. For this, if you get the rudder part right, you're probably going to get this right. And then the main thing after this is just make sure you got it stable. Just throttle to the line and keep it straight so you just carry as least distance as possible. And then you're good. If you get lucky through the water and through that jump and you do that turn right, then you're good. Really, the most skill comes from that turn. Everything else is kind of just keeping the car straight, and that's really all you need to know. But sometimes there's luck too, honestly. This one's the hardest out of all of them so far, and I got an okay ranking. I mean, obviously they're all good by default because you need to get them good to be Trackmaster Metal. It's not the best, it's not the worst, but it was good enough for Trackmaster, and it's slightly better than like the lowest end of Trackmaster time, so there's a little bit of margin for error there compared to the exact time that I got, but This might take a few tries, even if you do everything you need to do. There's luck, and there's not that much that can be done about that. Good luck for this one. You're probably gonna need it. Jimmy Johnson has a horse too. If you want to keep that, it's been up there for a while. If y'all know what I'm talking about. That one might help, but it might be a bit kind of not up to quality as much as it used to be back when Kevin Harvick first said that. But yeah, I'm getting off the subject. But yeah, it's ended there. Jimmy Johnson's horseshoe might be good. Maybe. I don't know. Just wipe it off first.